your goal is not in her.
Yo guys, Mystic here, and today we are going to be doing a Dark Paladin Skul run. Now we are in Act 2 of the game. I was just trying to see if we could find any uniques just before we get into Act 3. We've got Dark Paladin, we have found the Harpy Lady, so we've got an extra 25 bones, and we have also found, I don't know what the NPC is called, but it is the NPC that gives you a buff, and we actually got magic damage. So we will be taking Dark Paladin and we'll go over his moves now. So Dark Paladin here, he is a unique balanced skull. So when dealing damage to enemies with skills, he gains a charge in the form of darkness. When it's full, he gets a HP barrier. When his HP barrier is active, he amplifies his magic attack and improves his normal attack, and they also do magic damage. Now his moves, we have the Dark Cross, so it performs cross slash attack, creates an explosion dealing magic damage. For each enemy affected, our magic damage gets amplified, and then Dark Wave, he just sends out a Dark Wave, and when he swaps, you get a cross that deals magic damage. Now, our skills, as you can see, our items, we have the Insignia, the Standard Issue Armor, the Bottled Embers, the Hate Stone, the Ring of Wind, the Offensive Wheel, the Demon Onicon, if I can say that right, and the Standard Issue Sword. Now, with a... See, Forbidden Sword is extremely good, but not for us. I'm trying to go for a sorcery run. Obviously, the sword here very good. We're actually not going to get, or the sword, the staff is very good for good old Dark Prince here, because he is a magic user, if you did not know, which you most likely would have. Okay, we're just going to use the environment here. We're probably going to take quite a bit of damage, so we'll do a cheeky little swap. So yeah, we are into Act 2. I haven't fought the heroes just quite yet. Okay, we can take this guy out now. Yes, so for this run, like I said, I do want to do a sorcery run, all because sorcery with this guy, getting his skill cooldowns, I think is possibly the best thing for him, just because his normal attacks can get, well, they are pretty weak without his HP barrier, and obviously you need the skills to get the HP barrier. So with that, sorcery. That's it. Okay, who is alive? Is it you two, or is it... That should be it. So now we can go into a skull room. So we do have 51 skulls at this moment in time, which is actually quite a good amount. So we should be able to get this guy up to legendary quite quickly. Hoping we actually get some good items and maybe find some legendaries in the shop that we can get rid of, because if that happens, we'll only be one room. Okay, if that was a legendary, I would have been very, very happy. Unfortunately, it was not, and you cannot say it is rigged because it is not. Okay, so we've got the Priestess and the good old Witch here. Try and hit them both with that skill. Obviously, if you're fighting these lot, take out the Witch first. It's just not the Witch, take out the Priest first, because she is the most annoying one, as you can see. Now we do have the Harpy Quintessence, which is, I've got to say, not my favourite, but it's the only one we've got, so we're going to have to use it. Can you please not do that, lady? But luckily we got some. Okay, if I can actually hit her, this might go a little bit better. There we go, we got her in the end. Okay, so we've got the Biker, the Dwarf skill, and the Princess Box. I will just destroy the Biker for the skulls, and we should be getting Dark Paladin up to legendary by the end of the Sisters fight, if we are lucky. If not, then, well, then we're very unlucky. That is all I can say. Okay, both the maids are down. Now we just got to fight about 17 of these maids here, but we'll just transform into the Harpy and fly up and kill these priests. Easiest way to do it, and that should be a rune done. Okay, let's get rid of the Harpy now. Now, like I said, we are looking for some sorcery builds. If we can't get that, tactics, obviously very good, getting our magic damage up, just because except from his physical attacks. Oh boy, Dark Paladin is a magic skull. If you didn't know, I think you can probably tell that he's a magic skull just from the attacks he's doing, but you never know. Okay, the maids or the servants there being extremely more annoying than they have to. Okay, that room is cleared. We've got good old sorcerer there. Do we get, honestly, I might just buy the voodoo doll here, only because I want to get everything maxed out, and also because it gets our necromancy up to level 2. Okay, we're resetting here. We're wanting some sorcery stuff. Mage's necklace, obviously not good. The quartz does have sorcery, but it's not really what I'm looking for. We'll reroll one more time, and that's it. Nothing good in the shop, but that is all fine. We're looking for one more skull room if we can, game. Necromancy here will do quite a lot for us. We can honestly just not kill anything. I think Necromancy will just spawn everything in for us. And I am proving myself right at this moment in time. No? Okay. I mean, we'll just take one out like that anyway, it doesn't really matter. Necromancy, obviously a very, very good inscription to use, especially if you've got level 2, because instead of just one skull, you'll be getting 2 of them to spawn. And that is a lot of damage later on, especially if we get that to level 3, which we could if we get the right items, but I very much doubt that the voodoo doll is going to stay. And that is actually a maxed out legendary Dark Paladin at the end of this sisters fight, which is very nice. That's quite nice and early, which is much better. Now with Dark Paladin, some people, okay, what we're going to get from this Frost Witch, I mean, it has the sorcery, so you know what, we'll get rid of the standard Carlian armor. Now with sorcery, it can be a little bit iffy, not with sorcery, with Dark Paladin, just because some people aren't most or a big fan of his skills, because they can, or they do, keep you in place, which is not really the greatest if you're trying to avoid taking damage if you're stood in place for a long time. But that's why when you're playing him, you just need to be very careful at how you're doing this. Okay, so we've got the sisters here. I say this most of the time, it's actually quite a hard fight for people in the beginning, because if you don't know how to do it, or if you're not used to fighting them, their attacks can get a little bit wild. Swapping into good old, ooh, let's dodge out of the way of that. We will also use Harpy here just to try and get some damage off. Obviously if she goes into a corner, it becomes a lot better for us. Now we're hoping to try and get that sister down and out first with the least HP, but we do not get it, which is quite annoying, because this is kind of just not wasted damage, but could be on a better person. Just what you're going to do, you're just going to throw out them for me? No? I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you might be dead anyway. There we go. First sister is down, and we've kept a lot of HP, so we should be all fine for this fight. She won't have full HP going into this. Now, if you do wonder how I dodged that, some of you with the keen eye can actually see that if you look on the ground when she does that attack, you can actually see where the beams are going to be and where they're actually landing. And there we go, the sister is down. Hopefully we get a good thing out of the chest. Infinite bone, I will be very happy about. That is probably one of the best items for good old Dark Paladin here, because it does have the sorcery that I want. Okay, we get Shadow Knights. You know what? I will take them. Obviously, they're not going to do tons because it is a physical quintessence, but still much better than Harpy in my opinion. And there we go, we can get our Dark Paladin up to legendary status. So here he is, the Edgelord himself. We have the Dark Avenger. So he is exactly the same as he was before, but now his normal attacks transform into a cutting wave attack. So Dark Cross forms a magic field that pulls enemies in, then performs the attack. It basically does some more damage. That's kind of it. It just pulls people in. Now the Dark Wave actually now has a concentration in it, which I'm guessing most people didn't know. So if you hold down Dark Wave, now there you go. It pierces enemies. Or, I mean, it did pierce enemies before, but it does just a lot more damage than it would do. Halfling Girl, honestly, that is actually okay, because as you can see, we're not on full HP. Necromancy going to do quite a lot for us in this room. Dark Cross, one of my favourite abilities for this guy, especially with Dark Wave. Pairs very well with Necromancer here. With Shadow Knight's Necromancer, we can just kind of clear out any room we need to. 15% is not the greatest, but it should be fine. And that is why you charge that guy up, because you would not have been able to kill him with a one-shot otherwise, unless obviously you have just insane attack, but most people don't. Okay, we're not going to take any more skull rooms. I do not see the need in us getting another skull. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of swapping here. Probably just going to stay with Dark Paladin. Okay, the one problem with the concentration build of this guy is that his concentration, it does take quite a long time. We do get King Slime. Now, King Slime, if you're going to be a lad, the one thing I'd ask you to repeat for us is probably the Demon Omicron. I cannot say it. The Demon Omicron. Thank you. There you go. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do. Let's get rid of some stuff I don't want. Obviously, the insignia is good, but we don't need it. Frostwitch's staff. Actually, no, we're going to keep that. Let's get rid of you. We'll get rid of the wheel. Hatestone's good, but I don't really want you. No, honestly, I'm kind of fine with it. I'd rather you do the Demonicon or the Voodoo Doll. I don't want. That's probably the worst one for us. Okay, I just, you know, if you say that, you just know it's going to happen. Okay, what have we got in the shop? Lunar Ring is, I mean, it is that 15%. You know what? We will get stud. No, we won't get that. I thought it was something different. We can get the Harmony with Soul Sword if we want. So you know what? Might as well. We'll do one little reroll, and nothing else is in there. Okay, so we're gonna get the. We're not gonna get the Harmony from you, but we do. We've got Necromancy at level 3, so we're gonna be doing a lot more damage with our skulls that are getting obviously blown up, all the souls. Sorry, should I say? Because if you didn't know, now they're summoning 3 skulls per kill instead of 1, so that obviously means just tons more damage. Basically 3 times more damage we're doing. So that's one good thing about having 2 voodoo dolls. I guess I can't really find a positive out of it. Okay, Fighter's Belt we don't need. There you go. I do want some more cooldown stuff. Obviously, like I said, sorcery is the main goal, just because it does just so much for good old Dark Paladin here, getting his skills just much quicker. So Infinite Bone is the one we're trying to get. We will swap into Gargoyle just at the start, and we'll also use our Shadow Knights here. As you can see now, these guys doing a lot more damage. Let's concentrate. That actually does break the Dark Paladin, and this guy should be nice and dead if we didn't miss him. Okay, he is down and out. Now I've only got the Paladin and the Magician left. this guy will be doing his charge of attack, but he's dead anyway, so it does not matter. And there we go. That is quite a good Prince fight. I've got to say, we get the dead cells. Honestly, Man Golem would be quite nice, but I'd rather have the dead cells guy over here because he's just a better swap in than Gargo. We've got the bomb, so we'll be getting some magic damage from him. Otherwise, it'll just be a good swap. That's it. Nothing really too much for dead cells that we need. Now I will use the Shadow Knights on the two good old golems here just because it's too much effort for me to go and do that. I'm not in the mood right now to go and fight these two. I would appreciate if you lot did not attack me like that, but and I'm just really wanting to jump into these attacks. Yeah, there we go. Keep taking the money rooms here. Obviously money rooms for us, because we're only really going to be going into the shop, is extremely handy. Now that is not very nice, so we're going to have to get rid of that HP barrier before it does anything stupid. We will use Shadow Knights here again just to get rid of this trapped room, make it a lot easier for us, because why not get rid of the whole room clear? That's what the Shadow Knight's main ability is for. And we get Hope Slash it now. Obviously Hope Slasher, really good runs. Same with Gunpowder Sword, it would have been a great prisoner run to be fair, but that is not what we're looking for. Same with, I mean, Pain and Despair. I mean, you've just got to take Pain and Despair, don't you? Honestly, we'll get rid of the Hate Stone, and I think we'll take that for now. Pain and Despair, just a very good item in general. There's no harm in taking it. It's literally, it works with everyone. It's a universally good item. So if you see Pain and Despair and you can fit it in your build, take Pain and Despair. Because if you don't, you're just making life worse for yourself. Obviously, this guy without the magic, his normal attack, not doing the most damage. So that is why we need these Skul cooldowns, if we can actually find some. Necromancer just doing the most for us right now. If we did not get hit by things, which would be very nice. There we go. Can we get the Ritual Staff? That is what I wanted. Thank you very much. We're going to get rid of the Soul Sword. I'm not too bothered about the harmony effect. It's not going to do the most for us. Okay, let's just use good old Shadow Knights to clear through this room here. Would love to stop getting hit by all these little guys and taking so much damage, because I do want to keep our revive for the if I can think of my word, for the Joan fight. But now we're actually onto the Chimera, so we will go and swap into Prisoner here, and I'm actually going to wait for our Shadow Knights to appear again, so I will see you guys when they have spawned back in, or when we've got the cooldown. Okay, we're going back in it. We will lose all our Pain and Despair runs or buffs just because of this. Let's go in for Shadow Knights. We will obviously switch to Dark Paladin straight away, because why would we not? Let's concentration this. Unluckily, it did not go through where I wanted it to, but that should be all fine. Getting some nice amounts of damage with Dark Priest here. We will swap into Dead Cells. Hopefully not actually take tons of damage from the tower, but we should be fine. Saying that, we take absolutely tons from him. And there we go, the Chimera is down. Actually, quite a much easier fight than I did intend it to. We only used one Shadow Knight and we get Committed Core. Don't think it's for us right now. We'll leave it up there. I did think it was the broken mana engine, which I would have taken. That would have been a little bit better. Well, what we're really looking for, obviously Nether Mana Suppress will be a very good item just because of the magic attack. And obviously Infinite Bone, if I can actually think of the item, would probably be the best for good old Dark Paladin. So let's get into these rooms and try and find it. Now the one thing I have just seen there, okay, I thought I was going to be sort of better than that, it's just the Wing Spirit. One thing I have seen with Dark Paladin, I do think if you can get his skill bonus up, or if you can get his normal attacks up and you keep doing damage with skills, you can just stack the buff as much as possible, or just keep it going. Because as you can see, if you keep the thing going, our shield does reset, it doesn't go away. We're not going to take any skull rooms. I would rather just get the, if these guys can not fly into the air, that will be quite nice. Okay, possibly one of the worst rooms in Act 4 right here, just because you get locked in. There's just this guy firing on you from all sides, and we have got the take more damage, which is not the plan. Luckily Dark Paladin here just doing tons when he's got his ability up, and we do have the remaining one, which honestly we don't need to give the health for just for a skull. That's not where we're going for this. Warrior's Pauldrons, very good item, not for us. Forbidden Sword, very good item, but not for us. Manatech Circulator, honestly, could be a thing right now. It might be. We might have to get rid of the Lunar Ring. Honestly, you know what? The basic staff can go. We'll take the Manatech here. We'll reroll one more time. Phaeton's there. It does not look like it, so we'll go straight back into the other room here. Luckily we have kept our revive for good old Joan, or we should do. Don't want to jinx anything just quite yet, but everything is going to plan right now. We can just leave these guys here. Obviously more skills we do, more damage. The remaining one, I don't know why you've shown back up, because I am not going to keep you here. And I do need to stop taking so much damage from this guy. Yeah, this is the one problem, as you can see, with... Oh, if we can get up. Yeah, the one problem with Dark Paladin, unless he has his... Can you please stop taking so much? Unless he has his normal attacks boosted with his... Oh, legendary Dark Spirit Shade. I mean, it does have the Necromancy, but it's not too good. We could get rid of... Honestly, we could get rid of one of the Voodoo Dolls. I know this will get rid of one of the Necromancies. Dark Spirit has it, it'll come back. Just giving us that little bit of extra damage, you know. Why not? It's better than having two Voodoo Dolls, because that was going to leave either way. There we go, that actually didn't get rid of them, so instead of having all the exploded dudes here, let's just go clear the map. Now some of you might think that's a waste, but you're not playing the game, so there's nothing I can say that you would think that's going to change your mind. It's already happened. Okay, what are we going to get? Wind armor. That is not for me, pal. We do have the skill changer, which we could go for, but I don't think I'm willing to change these skills. I am quite liking what we've got right now, so we'll keep him there like he is. Still just looking for that good old... Yeah, still looking for that good old Nether Mana Suppress or the Infinite Bone. Let's not take about 30 damage off this one guy. And we are on the hero fight. Okay, is Shadow Knights is respawned. Give us someone good that I'd like to fight. The Paladin, not the greatest, just because he has absolutely shite tons of health. but if we do some good stuff, we should be okay. I did think I timed that right. It did not look like it. And we are taking a lot of damage off this guy, which is not the plan, I've got to say. Now, we could be a little bit gay and... okay, can we please stop? This guy and his multi-attacks with big attacks. Not very fun. Okay, it looks like we're probably going to use a revive in this fight. But honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. Yep, there we go, there's revive gone. Or was that the voodoo doll? It might have been the voodoo doll. It should have been the voodoo doll. Luckily, that's actually come in somewhat clutch. The paladin obviously just having way too much health. Try our best to get rid of them dodges. Now, if I do stop speaking, it is because I'm concentrating, and I do want to get rid of this hero fight, because if we get past this hero fight, I think we will go and post this run to YouTube. Yeah, we do still have the revive. If we're lucky, nope, never mind, he's very low, but he's still living. But this should be the paladin down. Now, we don't have the revive for good old... Honestly, Mage's Necklace is quite nice. It will take you also, we get the sorcery from it. Yeah, like I said, Paladin, he just has way too much health than he should do, but that's just how the game goes here. Now, Mage's Necklace, it's not really the greatest for Dark Paladin, but I did want to do a sorcery run, and that is what this is allowing us to do. Very annoying room here. We will go and use the Shadow Knights just to make it that little bit better, because I don't want to take too much damage here. This should be all nice and dead. Should be, but I do keep taking way too much damage. But we're getting at the stage where we're getting the good items. I say that we get Executioner's Axe, yeah. We're at the stage where we're getting some good items. We can actually do some good damage now with got our Dark Paladin here. If we're lucky, there we go, that guy is dead. We're gonna dodge out the way of that, try not to fall off the map. That is the plan. Now, Act 4, possibly one of, well, it's not possibly the worst act, it is the hardest act in the game for a reason. But all we've got to do is just keep our HP up. That is literally all we can try and do, because we've used the revive, and this is just the most annoying room to do that. Luckily, we do have Shadow Knights, so it should make it just that tad bit easier. If we can actually get rid of these doors, everyone should be dead. Now we can finally get rid of these guys here. Okay, that room is all nice and cleared out. Luckily, we didn't have to do too much to get rid of, or to win that. Necromancy kind of going a little bit against us there, making us take a hit by moving the javelin up a tad, which is obviously it's not good when your skills are working against you now. But all we can do here is literally just, I mean, this is worked out very well for the room. Warrior's Steel Mace, not for us. We do get Nether Mana Suppressor that will be going straight in. I think it is time to get rid of the Nether Mana Suppressor, no, the Minotech Circulator. Obviously, Master Fighter is very, very good. So, what do we get rid of here? I think it might be the Dark Spirit Shade. think that is gonna have to go. Yeah, the necromancy is down to 1, but that's fine, and we will go and get rid of. We will go and get the health, because if I don't take the health, I know I will die because of it, and I ain't up for that. Okay, we'll charge this up. Now we should be doing a lot more damage with our skills and our basic normal attacks here. Okay, let's not die to you, and he's just way too far up to do anything. Okay, our sorcery's gone up. We've got the nether mana. All we want now, if we can get infinite bone, I will adore you, game. Even though I already do, but you know, I just like you that just that little bit more. Okay, gotta use this suppressor just because it makes these guys just completely useless. Now having to go back down to fight Big Donny over here. But luckily we've got all just great skills. Items coming in very clutch right now. And I think the only thing I would want is the infinite bone. Can't think of anything else that I would fit what I'm trying to go for right at this minute in time. Now here, possibly one of the most annoying rooms, just because anyone with the orb of invincibility just makes life worse for everyone playing. See, that room you're meant to get locked up in, but because we got necromancy and we do just way too much damage, really thought you could have given me something good there. Well, that was maybe a little too much asking. And now we are on Joan. Luckily we do have basically full HP, so this should be a good fight. We've got all our skills. We've got the Shadow Knights. We actually, you know what, I will use it at the start of the fight just because I think we'll be able to get it back in time to when we are fighting Joan. If not, that's just a bad decision on me, and I will have to live with it. But we should be fine here. We will go use Shadow Knights. We'll go over to this side because that guy is most likely, or that pillar is most likely dead. We have to run away from the beam of light here just because it does way too much damage than it should do. Okay, now this is where we do all, I'm going to say this is where we do all the damage, but we did lose our fight here. And Joan is dead. What we're going to do, we'll swap into good old prisoner. We'll get the swapping bonus from... Okay, this is possibly... I mean, this is the much easier fight with Joan here instead of... Okay, this is not very fun, but we should be fine. That is obviously tons of damage, but all you can do is just dodge through that. Concentrate, we should be able to get... Like, oh, can we not roll into that? That would be quite nice. Should be able to get Shadow Knights back in time. We use Dark Parry here, Shadow Knights, and there you go. Joan should be dead. We didn't even need to use the Shadow Knights there. That's just the power of when he's got his... Right, we've got the voodoo doll back. Honestly, do we want to take it for something? I do not. Honestly, yeah, we'll get... You know what? We'll get rid of Lunar Ring for it. I know that might have been a very stupid choice, but we got 3 voodoo dolls. Why not make it? No, it's not. We've had 3. This is our 3rd one. Okay, we are on the heroes. We are on the hero act, the final act. Can we get a good Dark Prince run? That would be very, very nice. Don't know how it's gonna go with him, but we do have the extra revive with... Well, not the extra revive, but we have the extra 40%, or the 40 HP for when we do get very, very low. And then if we do get low enough to take the damage with him, I mean, that's not what we wanted. Is there anything else in here? Nothing. I think that's the 2nd Forbidden Sword we've had there. That's the shot for the hero fight. That is everything all done. All about just keeping our health now. That is all I can do. And this bit, you never really get to take any damage. We should be fine. And this is going to be a run that actually ends up on YouTube now. I haven't had that for a while, since my last few runs not been going the, you could say they've not been going the greatest, because they haven't. They're going quite badly, I can say that. I'm just going with prisoner, just absolutely tons of orbs. We have max survival and max catalyst, and now we are on the hero fight. We will use Shadow Knight straight away. And if you didn't know, spoiler alert, skip ahead 10 seconds, the first hero is your dad. If you played Skul and you're watching this far, you probably know that, but if you didn't, yeah, you're fighting your dad here, which is, you know, some people might not like, but who cares? Okay, the first fight going somewhat decently. I'm probably gonna stop talking just a tad, so we are taking quite a lot right now. Now this attack, it is literally just about staying in the corner. Now can we... Oh my god, I did not want that to happen. That was really not nice. I thought we were far enough away from that attack, but I guess not. We're not going to use Shadow Knights right now. We will save them. Let's switch into Prisoner. And we are on the third and... Well, not the third. We're on the second and final stage of good old first hero here. Let's get the swapping damage. Just all about the dodges, which we are not doing. And I think... There we go. We actually did lose. All because of that final attack. That just did way too much damage. But guys, even though we did lose, I hope you did enjoy the run, as I did. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you are new here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Now, it was quite unfortunate that we did lose the run, but nothing we can do here. I'm not a pro Skul player. I don't win every run that I do take. Like I say, if you did enjoy and you want to see more Skul runs, click the link below. There will be a playlist of all the Skul videos, and I'll see you in the next one.